Now, China is investing overseas. According to a Financial Times report, the country's biggest offshore crude producer, CNOOC, is looking to score stakes in about 6 billion barrels of oil reserves in Nigeria. Let's get more on the country's increasing efforts to buy energy assets overseas. Michael Jin-Yu is an analyst with China Merchant Securities. He's also the top-ranked analyst for CNOOC, according to Bloomberg data. If you had heeded his calls, you would have made 75% on your investments over the past year. Michael, Chinese energy companies have spent at least $13 billion in overseas assets since December. What's the significance of the move? I mean, obviously trying to ensure energy security, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, this is the deal. Chinese oil companies have been taking these valuable opportunities of lower oil and gas prices to speed up their acquisitions abroad and also to secure their crude oil overseas.
Can we expect M&As, more M&As in this space in the next perhaps 3 to 6 months?
Yes, definitely. So we're going to see more and more acquisitions with the big threes getting involved. And we believe that trend will definitely means a positive for the oil and gas stocks, especially as the global economy recovers.
Which companies in particular will be involved in these M&A activities?
Actually, for CNOOC, PetroChina, and CNOOC, all those three, they have their own play roles in this M&A market. And we're quite confident that in the coming 6 to 12 months, the Chinese state-owned oil companies will secure more and more overseas oil.
Michael, is it fair to say that when these companies get into M&A activities, there are risks and challenges? I mean, these Chinese oil companies, when they look to expand, there are risks involved here.
Yeah, we say definitely the big three is going to be facing some risks and challenges, especially we say the government, the political risk and sovereign risks. So some countries from some Africa and South America are preventing the China to expand its interest in the oil and gas assets, but we say for the mid to long term, this situation will finally be improved.
CNOOC, looking at Nigeria, why would Nigeria be an attractive place for Chinese oil companies to invest?
As we all know, Nigeria, as a member of OPEC, belongs to the oil-richest blocks, and Nigeria, for the latest data of 2008, it contributes about 8.3% of the global crude oil reserve, and also contributes about 22% of the worldwide crude production. So we say that Nigeria should retains great potential in terms of the reserve and the production.
I want to go back on your stock picks. Earlier you mentioned that you're bullish on CNOOC, PetroChina, as well as CNOOC. In terms of upside potential, how much of that are you anticipating?
For under the current stock price, I see there should be like 10% upside potential for the CNOOC, as well as for the CNOOC and PetroChina.
Okay, Michael Jin-Yu, an analyst with China Merchant Securities, also the top-ranked analyst for CNOOC, according to our own data.